First Timothy 6:3-5. If someone spreads false teachings and does not agree with sound words, that is those of our Lord Jesus Christ, and with the teaching that accords with godliness, he is considered and understands nothing, but has an unhealthy interest in controversies and verbal disputes. This gives rise to envy, dissensions, slanders, evil suspicions, and constant bickering by people corrupted in their minds and deprived of the truth, to suppose that godliness is a way of making a profit. I want to draw attention to a danger here, which I've spoken about before, but I want to focus on it again today. This idea of unhealthy interest in controversies and verbal disputes. This person may present as, I want the best for the church. I'm zealous for the house of God. I'm zealous for the things of God. If you come up with like how 1,000 things are wrong, and like I said before, the problem comes when there is no sense of proportionality, when some side issues become so huge, it swallows up everything else. When you don't have that sense of being proportional, where you started nitpicking things, because you really can't have an unhealthy interest in controversies and about disputes if some things in your mind have not been over exaggerated. That's what it means. It means the little things that should be put to differences in people, you want to sue people to the court for them. You want to charge them to court for them, figuratively now. And we see Paul addressing some of these issues in his writings when he's saying, somebody esteem one day, the other person does not esteem any other day. Let everybody be convinced in his own mind. Somebody says, I should only eat vegetables. Another person say, I can eat anything else. Let each person be convinced in his own mind. But we should be careful not to put a stumbling block before your brother. That's what Paul told us. You will look at Paul, you see how Paul will really stand his ground on some issues, specifically that has to do with Jesus Christ, that has to do with his sacrifice, that has to do with righteousness by faith. He will put his neck on the ground, but he will tell you, look, some things are just not that serious. You can't speak everything. Somebody with this corrupt mind, you may not even see it in yourself. You may not even know it in yourself. Because the man who is corrupt in his mind thinks whatever he's doing is right. Because it's his mind, and we are in a way one with our mind. So these unhealthy interests in controversies and verbal disputes, causing controversies. You're saying, oh, I'm just like that. Everybody is wrong. You are the only person that is right. If somebody is not agreeing with you, they are wrong. And sometimes disagreement should just be like that. Disagreement. But this person who has an unhealthy interest in controversies and verbal disputes, things that should not be life and death issues are for this person life and death issues. That's true. And you see, Paul and Barnabas, they disagreed, but they went their own way. They didn't launch a campaign of calumny against the other person. One person didn't make it in my life goal to tear down the other person. You just move on with your life. But the person who has an unhealthy interest in controversies and verbal disputes, but Paul permanently in this posture of wanting to be justified, wanting to be correct, wanting to prove that I'm right, wanting to be seen as the one that is correct. So it's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy way to live, an unhealthy way to be, it's an unhealthy way to exist. God bless you. See you later.